Well, if you guys have been living under a rock the past week, I'm sure you wouldn't know what the 2K community is going through right now, asking themselves what they want to use, the stick or if they want to use the meter with square. So that's a serious question going on right now, and people really don't know what to do. Recently, the 2K devs have tweeted out on Twitter that the stick will be giving yourself a higher percentage chance of making the shot. So right there, that just shows that the stick will be better to use, but it is a lot more difficult to use at the same time. So in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to use the stick with the meter and as well how to use the button. Basically, I'll be wrapping up everything in this video, what the devs have been talking about, and enough of the talking, let's get straight into this video. So in this whole video, I'll be using Paul George to shoot all my shots. First off, I'm going to be shooting with the square or the X button for you people on Xbox. I don't know what you guys are doing on the trash box. But anyways, we're going to be using square with the Paul George for the first couple of shots, and then we're going to move and transition into the stick just to see the differences on everything. If we can maybe green more with the stick or the square button, we'll find out about that. Let's get straight into it. So right here, we're going to be starting off with holding down square, and we'll see how Paul George does. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking 2 shots from each spot around the arc, so it's basically fair for everywhere I'm going to be shooting. We're in the corner, we're holding down square, we get a white release right there, but we do end up hitting the shot. So Paul George with the square is so far 1 for 1. His second shot, we are 2 for 2 so far. Let's go up around the arc. We are 3 for 3 on whites. It's actually looking pretty good right now. We hit our first green light. We are 4 for 4 on the day shooting with square. Now let's get on top of the perimeter right there. We hit our next green, so that's our second green out of 5 shots, our third green out of 6 shots. So far we are shooting 50% on greens and then 100% on makes. So right there is another green. I'm cashing out right now. Paul George is looking good so far with the square button. So right there, that's what's going on. We hit a white and it does go in. So I don't know, maybe 2K21 will have adjusted settings. Like I said, the devs are saying like all this is not going to be the official game, so you guys can't take any of this for what it's going to be in 2K21. But right there, we hit our next green, and then our last shot we cash out with a white. We go 10 for 10 right there. That's actually very surprising. I did not think we would go anywhere near 10 for 10. 2K gave us all our whites. I'm pretty sure we hit 4 greens and 6 whites. Now let's get straight into the stick. So a brief explanation of what the stick is basically you're going to be holding down the right stick and you're going to line it up with the meter. So you're going to have to move it right or left, wherever the line is in the meter, and we're just going to be timing it up. So it's going to be a lot more difficult. We got Paul George in the corner, lined up, hits the first white right there. So as well, one thing I forgot to say is when you are using the stick, why it is a higher percentage you're going to make the shot is because you can get another boost for timing. So as well, just not aiming, your timing, as you can see, you're getting a lot more boost with the stick if you do know what you're doing. Right there, we missed our shot. We are currently 1 for 2. We're going up on the top of the perimeter to see what Paul George can do as he cashes out on that green light right there. Let's see again what he can do. Misses the white. So it looks like so far that when you're shooting with stick, the white is not as effective. We hit the green right there at the top of the key. Now when you are settle, it's a lot easier to shoot. Like the bar lines up right in the middle where you don't have to move it as much, compared to when you are moving, it's going to be crazy and you actually have to aim it. So it's a lot more difficult. One thing you can do is double click L2. That will gather yourself into getting a better shot right there. But as you can see, I made the slightest movement in my right stick and yet it still moved crazy. So right there, I don't even know what we're shooting, but I think we missed 3 shots so far. We're into the corner right now. Paul George hits the white. That's a little surprising. And last but not least, we hit another white right there. So right there, as you guys can see between the 2 comparisons of the stick and as well with square, the square was a lot more efficient when it came to greens and as well hit the whites. So basically right there, as you can see from the examples, the square is better than shooting with the stick, but this is the demo, so we do not know for sure if this is going to be the real case or not. Right there, we can see that the stick is very difficult to use first off, and second off, it's not letting you hit a lot of whites. So maybe that leaves a bigger window for green, but I'm not totally sure yet. Hopefully you guys do end up commenting down below if you like the stick better or if you like to hold down square better. For myself, just looking at that, square is a lot more easier to use, and as well, I'm hitting a lot more. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any opinions, comment down below. But I'll be talking about this later on in another video just to see down the road how it goes. I'll be practicing a lot more with stick just to see what's going on. That's it for this one. It's been your boy JC, and out.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched